This podcast is for conversation and educational purposes only. I am not, let me repeat, not a mental health clinician that's allowed to give you medical advice to go do some dumb shit. Yes, I said dumb shit. I do curse to express my individuality, so if that offends you, then please don't motherfucking listen. Now, y'all, enjoy the show. Are you tired of that bullshit?
Tired of that bullshit.
Toxic people in relationships.
Toxic people in relationships.
You may be dealing with a narcissist.
Are you dealing with a narcissist?
Who puts you down in every argument.
Down in every argument.
You might be fighting your depression.
Are you fighting your depression?
Trying to figure out the lesson.
Damn, what's the lesson?
Maybe you're looking for your soulmate.
Where she at? Where he at?
But the dating scene ain't looking great. Well, I'm two keys and I'm in town.
What's up?
I'm gonna help you lay them burdens down. So please enjoy this episode of the Sexy Nurse Chronicles. Y'all, welcome to the Sexy Nurse Chronicles Mental Health Podcast, where we sip tea. Y'all, where's my tea? Y'all, get your tea. Okay, here we go. Where's my tea? Where we sip tea and talk about love, relationships, and mental health. This is the place where we keep it raw, real, and hella healing. I am your host with the motherfucking most, Nurse motherfucking Tukey.
How you doing?
Today, we're going to talk about bullies. We'll talk about healing mommy wounds next episode. But yeah, I want to talk about bullies. This is a topic of conversation. I recently experienced a bullying situation with my youngest daughter. Well, my oldest to youngest daughter. I only got two. She's the oldest. She's in high school. And so y'all know how it could get. Being in high school, little girls like to pick, especially on the one that's quiet, the one that everybody loves, because they jealous. They're miserable, and they don't have anything to do but to bully someone else just to make themselves feel better. Well, honey, I'm going to tell you something. They picked the right motherfucking mama today.
Yep.
And y'all, I didn't act a fool. I could have, but I did it the other way because, I got shit to lose now. I can't be discussing in front of the nursing boards, why I done drug this hoe on the ground. And then my little cousins beat all the other kids up.
Got him!
For fucking with us. No, we can't do that. We got to do it a different way. Because for one thing for sure, two things for certain. A kid that is loved, a kid that is not a fighter, they are a target to be bullied. So I'm just letting you know, if you don't get nothing else from this mental health podcast episode 31, you're going to get that you're not alone. They got us fucked up. We're going to pull up to the school light. And I have a special guest. Yes, honey, she's not the small. She's the big Mora, 14 years old, my baby, on her first episode with her mom. Aww. I might get on her nerves a little bit. It's okay, because she know everything is coming out of love. No, I'm just joking. I love my baby. I'm happy to use my platform for good. Instead of whooping her whole ass, I'm going to get on Apple. I'm going to get on Spotify. I'm going to get on YouTube. I'm going to get on Google. I'm going to get on iHeartRadio and Pandora. I'm going to use this platform to reach out to other parents, other kids. If you're a victim of bullying, and us as adults, it be passive bullying for us. We know when a bitch be trying to be funny. You know how they try to throw them jokes. So, guys, with no further ado, I want to introduce Big Mora.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Aww.
It feels, I'm nervous. Like, this is.
Really?
I am nervous, actually. But I'm excited, though.
Stop kicking my mic stand. I can tell you that.
I'm sorry.
You was born for the mic, baby. Don't you worry about a thing, okay? You got it. But no, thank you for being vulnerable and being honest. Straight off the, you're nervous. Yeah, I would be too. I still get nervous on here, but you know what, honey? Once that little nervousness calm down and you get in your honey, girl, ain't nothing like it, baby. You were born for the mic. You were born for it.
Hmm.
So thank you for coming. Would you
Well,
like
thank
to
you for
introduce?
inviting me. Yeah, yes.
So would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, hi guys. My name is Komora, but everybody calls me Mora. Nobody calls me Big Mora no more. Nobody calls me Cammy.
Girl,
Like I just go by Mora. You
you
know.
change up names every year.
I mean,
I can't-
I'm just Mora now. It's Mora.
Mora, not Big Mora, not.
Cause I mean, I'm not. I mean, I was big when I was Big Mora, but I'm not so big no more.
Physically, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking of it like big OG, like big status. Like I ain't the little Mora, I'm the big Mora.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
how it was when just back in school. I used to get called Big Mora because I was really chubby.
Really?
Yeah.
Look,
So
did you get
then
bullied for that?
I did.
Really? And you were really sensitive about it too.
I was.
And once I made a couple of jokes, I noticed it started hurting your feelings. I was like, oh no, I gotta stop. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because you've always been beautiful. Don't get it twisted. Let's get into this episode, though, girl. We getting this.
Alrighty.
Bow, bow, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's my child. Okay.
All right.
So come. Oh, not Big More. You're more now.
More.
I like it. So more. You're 14 years old.
I am 14. I'm not gonna disclose, what school I go to, but I'm
You
in
don't
high
have to.
school. Of course. High school is.
Mm-hmm.
I knew middle school was weird and people were weird, but when you get older and you're in high school, like it gets even weirder, even stranger. Everything it's like a whole new phase of just everything, and it's like, whoa, like they really wasn't playing when you transfer from middle school to high school.
I know, because you got all those hormones. You starting to feel yourself. He's starting to feel himself. She's trying to feel herself. We're going into that last little 4 years before adulthood. High school, it's a big deal. I didn't treat my high school as a big deal. We're not even gonna go. We ain't gonna talk about what I did in my high school. I don't even want you to know, because I don't want you to think that you have permission to do what the hell I did, because I'll fuck you up. But
Always.
I didn't have the supervision either. You got me on your ass. And must I say, it has been a struggle this year. But you finally got it together, y'all. We're praying for her. Like, come on
Yes,
now.
we are, y'all.
Yes.
Yep, I got something coming up, y'all. I'm finna be, watch this.
What the fuck is all this? Watch this. Who, ah. I'm finna be, who, how. Is that code name for something?
Yeah, that's
You
code
finna
name for
be-
something. I'm finna be,
Okay. I guess we'll ching them grays, and you can ching that, yeah.
Oh,
How about that?
ching, ching.
Okay, so I know you're a little nervous. Sounds like you're getting into it. I told you was born for this.
I'm getting
You're
into
born
it,
for the
okay.
mic. This is fun.
Yeah, it is, actually.
So, how do you feel about being on this podcast today?
I feel good. The Sexy Nurse Chronicles podcast. The mental health podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel awesome. I feel good.
Good. That's awesome.
Now, I am tired.
Me too. I went to work last
Yes.
night. Went to work this morning doing a podcast
you was
episode. Got to
up.
put in a relaxer and cook
Boom.
spaghetti tonight. Honey, I'm on 24 hours, but I said, you know what? My listeners need to hear from me, bitch. You can't keep on making excuses. Just
She
get
love
it done.
y'all.
I love y'all so
loves y'all
much.
so much.
One more thing before we get into the deep. What is something that made you smile today?
What is something that made me smile today? Getting this last math EOC out the way. My last test out the way.
And math is a bitch. So, y'all, she got her last math EOC. Can we get some motherfucking hand claps? So the first type of bullying, what it looks like is you have emotional bullying. That's using words or actions or manipulation to control, shame, or isolate someone emotionally. Have you ever experienced?
I have experienced emotional bullying. It sucks. Emotional bullying it sucks. I remember I was in the 6th grade. I'll say this, and I was in middle school, and um, it was this girl I was friends with for. It was a while. I was friends with her for like a cool while, but she started to talk about me. Like we did this rap battle. It was so weird. We did this rap battle.
A rap battle, but you won't rap on the podcast.
No, I did a rap battle because it was like
I could have wrote your
no.
verse for you.
She was eating me up on the first one. We was in class. She was just like talking bad on me. I was like, no, I gotta eat it up. But that wasn't when you had your podcast like up and
I've been
up.
rapping since I was 13.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I would have roasted that hoe. So you know what? I'm gonna give you your get back. You know I can't do an episode without rapping something. What was? I don't even know. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Jennix, you going over?
Fuck a motherfucking bully, bitch. I fuck a motherfucking bully, bitch. Yeah. Fuck a motherfucking bully, bitch. You fuck with my kids, I'm popping my pin, bitch. Fuck a motherfucking bully, bitch. Yeah. Fuck a motherfucking bully, bitch. Yeah. Can't stand a motherfucking bully, bitch. You fuck with my kids, I'm popping my shit. Yeah. Say she sleeping on her mama. Yeah. But her mama about her drama. Yeah. Cause she love her baby. Yeah. Yeah. I really go crazy. Yeah. So I can stand a real bully. Yeah. Don't push her, don't pull me. Yeah. Bitch. I'm the shit up in this bitch. All my goons up in this bitch. And in this bitch. Yeah. Yeah. This is all freestyle. Freestyle now. So I'ma get back now. What now, bitch? You wanna be the big mama? Well, baby, I accept your offer. They call you big tooth, loud mouth. Big mouth. I'ma burn your ass now. Yeah, your self-esteem going real low. Thinking you a 10, bitch, but you a 0. Zero. Let's get to the episode. Cause she a 0. Fuck 'em. Cause she a 0. Fuck 'em. Cause she a 0. Drop that 0. Get with a hero. He know, she know. Yeah. You should have let me write that rap. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm just saying. I did it like real quick.
Boom, moving on. Yeah, so back to emotional bullying. I'm sorry, this baby had you fucked up. I didn't know. Why you didn't tell me?
I did. Well,
But what did I tell you? Because I know I would have always said something like,
actually, I waited because I thought it was gonna stop. I thought at once upon a time it was gonna stop. I thought it was gonna end on its own, and I was waiting for that. And oh my gosh, the prayers and prayers and prayers and prayers. I prayed and prayed and prayed
amen.
every day because I would come off, I was crying, I was sad, just all the time
Girl.
was horrible. Like, cause it was man, my 6th grade year was dreadful.
Baby, why you see that's the thing. Y'all kids need to start talking. If you a kid and you listen to this, find a way to tell your parent because, honey, we would have pulled up on 2 wheels, wrote a whole rap song about the hoe.
Like, she would have bullied me about that. Like, oh, you got your mama up here.
Girl.
This, you be, you were. I mean, since gaslighting, basically. It'll be
Trying to make
gaslighting
you
me.
feel like your feelings ain't your feelings.
Yeah, bro, you're too sensitive. It's just a joke. Trying
It's
to
just
play
a
it
joke.
off. Yeah.
That's what they do. But baby, if you feel uncomfortable about a joke and there's a truth to that joke, your common sense, your gut is gonna say,
Hell no.
no, baby, don't play with me like that.
Yeah.
Because I've had the same situation where I let some people play with me like that because I cared about them. We thought we were friends.
Yeah.
And then eventually when she get in a mood, she be like saying little jokes about me. And, you know, I would laugh it off because I thought we were friends. We still had emotional stuff we went through. We went places. I just thought that they were my friend.
Mm-hmm.
But now, because it made me miserable because I was just like, damn, they making me feel like I'm going crazy. It's just a joke. Then I get home and realize it, and I'm like, man, I could have said this. I could have said that. Man, I should have said this. And I'm mad at myself because I'm just like, why you didn't say nothing, Key? And so then you have to find the right opportunity to say it, and then they do a passive, whatever the bullshit may be. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Emotional bullying.
And not only that, it was like in the 6th grade, it was like people see me as a white girl. Like, I don't know, like they'll call me a white girl sometimes because, like, I don't know, it was just how I act.
It ain't how you act.
No, it was how it was,
it's
like
how you talk. I get it all the time.
It was how I talk.
I get it all the time. My friends used to call me white girl. Girl, what shut up, white girl? Honey, why does white have to be proper English?
Right, like.
Yeah, I got it too.
Like,
and the thing
that's a problem?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They never seen nobody like you that speaks your mind, that knows how to articulate your words, that say what you mean and mean what you say. They're used to some ghetto ass shit. You won't say something like. So don't criticize how I talk and say you're a white girl.
Clock it. But
clock,
yeah.
I'm doing a finger.
Yep,
still
clock that T. Clock that T.
Finger taps, finger taps. Okay, go ahead, baby.
But yeah, like I got called a white girl like in the 6th grade, and it was kind of like a white girl, like okay. But I don't know what I was doing. Thought that I could eat that girl up in that rap battle. I knew I didn't know
you
how to.
You should have sent your mama. You should have.
I mean, but it's like, hold on. I wonder what were you doing at this time? I mean.
I probably, honey, girl.
I wonder what.
You know who your mama is.
You were in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in school.
I took a break from music. Mm-hmm.
You were in school. I do remember this time. You were in school. So you were school. We were more, work and school.
Yeah, that's my life, baby. I'ma fit it in now. I'ma get it in. So, by the way, if you need a rap on hand, so if you need a bust a flow, honey, I got you.
Boom,
or,
boom.
baby, let me eat their ass up.
Period.
I'll be your motherfucking get back.
Yeah, because at that time, I did not know how to rap. I did not.
Girl,
I had to throw up some, like, put something together, like, the night before. Like, I was really trying. I thought my stuff was hard.
Girl, rap it. Do you remember it?
I don't
Most
remember
people
it.
remember that first rap.
It was some from a song. I remember one part. I ain't even know. I thought it was hard because I had made it. It was some, like, I'm killing some, like, Nerd Wick. And they was like, wait, somebody already said that already. And I'm like, wait, oh, dang, Nardo Wick did say that. And I'm like, dang, that was my rap. But I kept it snapping for a second. And then she called me I was built like a stack of pancakes. It's so funny now.
I mean, I kind of want to laugh. Do I need to turn the motherfucking song back on and go ahead and just go another round?
No.
Because you did say she got a, big tooth, big mouth. What you say? She got a real big gap.
Like her gap is big. You can insert quarters
in it. Right. And then you said she look like a crackhead. She dark skinny with that little bit ass ponytail. Right? Yeah. And then look at you. You don't even bother nobody. That's what I'm telling you.
That's true.
That's what I said at the beginning. Honey, if you have a child that is pretty and loves, not a fighter, those other girls, they get intimidated. They do that in adulthood too, but they get intimidated because they just like, she's so pretty. If I down her, it's going to make me look better. But at the end of the day, what I say, your self-esteem going real low. Think you a 10, but bitch, you a 0. 0. Get with a hero. Okay. Stop playing. Anyways. Harriet! Moving along. From emotional bullying. Yeah. I ate her up. Fuck her. And I'm going to tell you something. They used to bully me too because I didn't have no titties. They used to be like, call me flat chest and all this and all that because girls in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade, honey, they was built like women. You know, I didn't have the best clothes. I didn't have the best shoes. So I used to get picked on. But when I tell you, baby, look at me now. Give me a motherfucking hand clap for that. Yes, bitch. Look at me now.
8 down.
Now
clock
y'all,
that T.
man, clock that T. 8 down, bitch. And I bet when she grow up, she gonna look like what you say, a stack of pancakes?
Baby. Oh my gosh!
What she say? A stack of
like
pancakes?
A whole bank.
when she gonna be looking like a busted can of biscuits, bitch. You know what? With 10 kids. Because all the hoes that used to talk about me, now they look a hot fucking mess. And a lot of them that used to bully me actually like me. And they comment on me. And we just act like nothing ever happened. Because you know what? At the end of the day, we were kids.
Yeah.
You got to grow up.
That's true.
But if you still acting funny from in 1999 still, bitch, you ain't got to talk to me, ho. But I bet you watching me. Anyways.
Right.
Emotional bullying, the impact that it has on you, it'll weigh down your self-esteem, and that'll have you not being able to trust your own feelings because you're like, well, I thought I was this, but then they say that, now I'm overthinking. Baby, get out your head. God made you magnificent.
Yep.
Everybody has a gift. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, even if they like cute turtles. You know how turtles are cute. You know how turtles are cute.
They
Like,
are
so
adorable.
cute.
Yeah.
Even if you like precious, that we call it. Those, honey. There's some beautiful inside of everybody. And you sit here judging looks and trying to be funny and trying to, bitch. That karma's a hoe.
Yep.
It's a motherfucker. So moving along.
But I guess that was my 12. Hold on, 6. Oh my gosh! I guess that was my 11 or 12-year-old body. I guess that's
Honey,
how it
and you
was.
still gonna go through the changes. Baby, you finna come out. They used to call you an ugly duckling. Now, ho, I'm like a swan, bitch. I'm a motherfucking swan.
But you understand, that's one thing I've never got was ugly.
Mm.
Now I might have got chubby, may have been called some names about my weight, but ugly.
But
was
that face card,
never.
what they say? The
face card never declines.
Bow.
Never, always approve.
And
Was
not,
it cha-ching?
not to mention, though, you're a good person.
I am a good person.
You're sweet. So if anybody fucking with you, they being jealous. And honey, I'm gonna be your surveillance system. Fuck that shit. Anyways, moving along. So you got the emotional bullying. Then you got the online bullying. So y'all got online bullying now. So
Well, cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying, digital bullying, online bullying, you online. Cyberbullying. And see, we didn't have cyberbullying. Do you see?
I mean, not. I really never. Well, hold on. Let me think. Have I experienced cyberbullying? Maybe like when I was like younger, maybe like once. But other than that, like it's not something that, well, I never experienced it. So I can't even speak on a standpoint of cyberbullying. I've always been bullied in person, like talked about just emotionally, and I say, yeah, emotionally. But cyberbullying, I can't speak from that standpoint, although I know it feels horrible.
Yeah. And I'll tell you my experience since you ain't got one. I deal with cyberbullying, When I watch stuff on my phone, I run past something, I'm like, that's some bullshit.
That's true.
But then I will go to the comments, and that's why I don't go to the comments now about my shit. I've learned that I'm not supposed to respond. I did one time. Shit got ugly. Fuck that shit. I know who I am. I don't respond to the trolls. Fuck the trolls. Because I'm going to be like, well, bitch, where's your motherfucking podcast, ho? Harriet! The internet gives everybody a mask.
Yeah.
You can be who you want to be. You can be somebody else. You can say what you want to say. They ain't gonna find me. They can't get my address.
What Glorilla say? Watch out for them internet trolls.
Yeah, them internet trolls. Like, for real. Honey, be raising my blood pressure. I don't even know these folks. So, moving on. Another one is physical bullying. It's an intentional use of force to hurt or intimidate somebody. That's hitting, pushing, tripping, damaging somebody's belongings, or threatening physical harm. So we want to talk about the incident that inspired this episode.
Oh, Lord.
I know we don't have to. You know what, honey? I've healed a lot from them little couple months. Because what I was going to put out before
That
this one,
it would have been some heat.
it would have been heat, baby.
Heat.
Yeah.
I maybe had jumped on the song, but I'm not. I'm not gonna jump on this one because I'm tired and
Yeah, it's okay.
you know. But man, maybe 2 months ago, heat.
Yeah, I was burger.
Episode would have been
Yeah,
fire.
and
Y'all
my-
would have been like, "Oh, Nashville would have been crazy. Everything would have been too crazy.
Yeah.
Heat, straight flame. I'm telling you.
I was talking shit there, and my little rap song I did.
Oh yeah, she was.
Ooh, I had to let that steam off, then I had to come back and do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I can casually talk about it without being triggered.
Yeah,
I can just put that through my music.
same.
And for any parents that is listening, I know you feel my motherfucking pain, baby. They got our babies fucked up.
And you know this, man.
That, honey, we are pulling up these days. We are. And so, tell me about, or you can give me a brief overview. You ain't got to tell names and all this and all that.
Well, where do I actually start? I mean, I would say, okay, I'm really just gonna say, okay, so this girl, I was for a while, me and this girl were dating, this and that, let's call it that. And me and her, we kind of started drifting in high school. Like, we were like still talking, but we really couldn't be together. So we kind of just
But y'all loved
became
each other
friends.
in 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you went to high school. Like you said, everybody gets weird.
Yeah, when we get to high school, everybody, like, you just gets weird. Like, everything, all the energy just shifts. You know what I'm saying? So, we kind of just start to just separate. Kind of just, I'll say, just not be around each other no more. And it hurt my feelings, kind of. But I was like, okay, cool. So,
No, girl, it hurt your feelings.
okay, yes, it
It hurt
my
your feelings. And it's okay.
It hurt me a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you, And I really, cause like I love that girl. Like I loved her. Forget her, but loved her to death. Still do, but forget her on my soul. Yeah. So
Because she hurt you, and that's valid.
and I'm gonna be better.
You have to
with
cope.
her.
Yes, that is.
I
Because
love her, but I don't.
you love her as a
Okay,
person
I
because you
love her.
always have love for that person because you love that person.
Bro.
For who they are. Yes, they switched up on you. Yeah, I still love you, but now I just don't fuck with you because you don't show me your true colors, and I have to love me more.
Yes.
So I'm picking me while I love you from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the agreement, right?
Yeah, basically. So then I talked to her and I was like, okay, I cut it off. But I started talking to this dude before I had cut her off. And at the time we were talking about, just be my bestie, but like, like what it is. What our relationship is. We can't be together, but we're still we ain't gonna mess with nobody for real, So I'm like, okay, cool. But really, when she started getting distant, I started getting just upset. I had nobody to talk to. Like, it's just because she was really the only person like I really just talked to the most. So started talking to a boy. I thought it was nice. It was cool. Then got messy. A girl told my ex, the girl is my ex, now because but the girl told.
Who's the girl? The girl who was dating
so
the football player?
the girl who was dating the football player and the football player that I was talking to.
After your breakup.
After the
but
breakup.
y'all were just friends.
Yeah, like we were just talking, like we were just cool, like we wasn't just on that. They thought we did something. Like the audacity is like but the thing was, my ex was talking to somebody the whole time for 2 months.
You ain't shit. And you never gonna amount to shit.
And you gonna get mad at me because I'm talking to somebody and we were only talking to each other for about like a week. Then they go, my ex and her best friend is the ex of the boy I was talking to. They gonna come up to me talking about some West T, this and that. And I'm like, what you mean West T? I have no clue of what they're coming up to me about. I know my ex, I had cut her off like the day before. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I cut her off the day before.
You finally said, okay, I'm done.
I
waiting
finally
around
like,
on you.
cause
You're being distant. We're gonna be still cool. We're not gonna talk to anybody, but we just gonna just take a little break.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so in the meantime, because I want to make sure that we articulate this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime of that whole thing, you heartbroken. You wanted to make it work.
I do.
But shit happens. Actually, I'm kind of happy this relationship kind of, but they got to see for themselves.
Mm.
I had a feeling she wasn't no good. But yeah, like you said, from my understanding, y'all just said, "Hey, we're gonna make our peace." You start talking to a guy,
Yeah, because it was like.
just being cool,
Mm-hmm.
and his ex girlfriend, who that broke up, heard about it and got jealous.
But it's crazy of how she heard about it too, because the girl that told her has been trying to mess with my ex. Was trying to mess with my ex, and I like just was hearing rumors about like what her and like the girl was doing, or like I hear like, oh yeah, they dating, or like, oh yeah, they're talking, this and that. But I would go to my ex and be like, what's this, and she'll tell me something different. So then I was like, I'm only gonna give you so much rope till you hang yourself. And I'm like, okay. And then when it all, after the whole situation with them confronting me, and then they got, suspended. Like it kind of.
So hold on, because you can't skip that whole part. Wait a minute.
Oh.
So let's bring this back because
Uh-huh.
y'all be talking all these lingos and things.
You right.
So eventually, the girl, that's crazy. It's a small world. That's just messy all over. That's messy all over because you really wasn't. You just talking to the guy, like. But the fact that that girl was mad because you talking to my ex boyfriend, making up lies about sex, honey. Far from it. Far from my baby. When I tell you they got the head on their shoulder, honey, I'm glad they ain't like. Okay. Anyways, but I know how rumors can go. That's bullying. That's a part of bullying. We talked about bullying. We talked about gaslighting. We talked about spreading rumors. That's social bullying. Trying to sabotage friendships. So I'm going to tell this person about her, and so they'll break up being friends so I can be cool with that person. Or we just don't like her and we don't want nobody to mess with her. So we're going to emotionally and physically just stop fucking with her. Yeah, that's bullying. Yeah, it is. And it's cool because at this time in your age, you're learning how friends work when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning how to move. You're learning how it goes. Yeah, I know that was heartbreaking for you. I didn't like the little girl. But at the end of the day, I love my daughter. And so when she hurt, I hurt. But anyways, getting back to the subject at hand, I know we moving, honey. We moving good. Shit, I forgot this is my show. Well, the ex-girlfriend got wind of it too. So the girlfriend of the football player went and told your ex, who apparently was already messing with somebody for 2 days, and they quarantined
2 months.
2 months. I'm sorry, 2 months. Sorry, let me put some respect on that time because it
2
happened.
months.
2 months.
60 days.
And just think how heartbroken you were at the whole thing. But now she want to come and corner you with the other girl to intimidate you. They both mad at you.
Y'all mad.
For no reason. Honey, they were mad. And so they cornered you in the hallway. And I got a phone call from the teacher. The dean. The students was like, hey, she was minding her business. She had her headphones on. And the girls were trying to intimidate her. And she was like, who y'all talking to? Because she minded her business. And then the kids is just like, Kamora, she talking to you. And then you take your earphones off because you mind your business because you don't mess with nobody because you mind your business.
That's not what happened.
Girl, what happened?
Mama, when I was coming from my 4A period, coming from the first floor, I was walking up to the second floor with my headphones on. I just peeked my head out of the double doors on the second floor before I go up to the third floor, which I'm headed to my 5A class, which is my AVID class. So then after I peek my head out them doors, I see my ex and then the football player's ex-girlfriend. And then I think, I'm not completely sure if I seen the girl that's my ex's girlfriend now, but
probably did.
I don't know, but I think I did. But then I went up to the third floor, and I was finna go through. I heard my name actually before I was finna go through the doors. I heard my name and I had my headphones on. I heard, "Come on, come on!" Some told me just to pull my headphones back. I pulled them back and I see my ex and the football player like girlfriend, and they're usually together. So it wasn't like a surprise to like
okay.
to be like on alert at first. Like,
So they
about
been
something.
talking. They running clicks. They been planning this shit. They knew way about all this stuff before you did.
Yeah, like they just
Oh, they
they're
been plotting on you.
like they're like
Funky bitch.
they're like best friends. So it was like they're already together. They're always, near each other. So they came up and I heard Kimura, Kimura, and I was like, huh, what? And then I'm like, oh no, I'm not hearing you. Like I'm thinking, I'm really not trying to see my ex. I cut her off. I really try to keep the distance as much as possible. And not only that, what y'all want? Like, what do y'all want? So I'm trying to go to my class, try to speed up, like, and make it to my class. I'm thinking that, like, because they over here smiling, they over here looking at each other, like, so I don't know. But then I got to my 5A class outside the door. My teacher wasn't even in her classroom yet. I think she was coming from one of her breaks and her planning periods. And that's when they had cornered me. And it was and when I say cornered, it was like, because people were in the entrance of where I could have ran out to. And then my ex was in front of my classroom door, and then
Your back was against the wall.
yeah, basically.
Period.
I have
That means they cornered you. Your back was against the wall.
I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. And you never gonna amount to shit.
But
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, what's T? And I'm like, what do you mean what's T?
I would
Like,
say Long Island. Sweet, bitch. I don't know. What's tea, bitch? See,
Milo's.
Hell fucking yes. Shout out to Milo's tea and lemonade. Go ahead. My ADHD kicking in.
Yeah.
So what's tea?
Milo's. But no, I was like, I'm gonna start saying that when they be like, what's tea? Milo's. Period. But they was like, what's tea? And I'm like, what do you mean what's tea? So then they was like, so do we need to pull it all out there? And I'm like, okay, go ahead. So then they was like, what you and what's your name been doing? Talking about the boy and me. And I'm like, what do you mean what we been doing? Like, I'm like, we just been cool. We just been talking for real. And they was like, talk about what? It's like, I'm like, and it's like, I'm kind of like, I felt the energy like shift before the conversation. And when we got to the door, I felt the energy shift anyway. So it was kind of like I'm on guard, but I'm on hold. I don't know whether to like run or fight. And then the football player ex-girlfriend, she, getting riled up. She was about to get mad, stuff like that. And then my ex, she had jacked me up.
Jacked you up.
She jacked me up, pushed me against the wall. She was mad at me. I don't remember. I have like a brief moment of that. I don't remember.
You remember moments.
Exactly what she said.
Yeah, you was kind of in a daze.
But
you were shocked.
Yeah, it was a daze.
You were shocked.
It was
shocked
like
because
that.
you weren't expecting it.
That's what it was.
Because you're like, what do y'all want? Because I'm not doing nothing wrong. I don't
minding my
belong to
business.
anybody.
Mhm.
You don't belong to him. He don't belong to you. And bitch, you already got somebody 2 months ago. So look at me and the kids. See, that
Right.
was kind of like what I was trying to
Right, so,
explain.
like,
but
where
thank
you-
you for putting it out there.
For sure. But yeah, like,
So she jacked you up, and then
she got mad at me, and then she brushed
she
me
like
off this
pushed
and that.
you. So
Yeah.
she jacked you up, and then she pushed
And then,
you.
and then we let go, like, cause she had jacked me up. They had to jack her up, but she's strong though. Like, I can't even lie. Like, my ex is strong. Like, y'all think, like, cause she's little, no, she has some power. So when she grabbed me up, she did like she was mad, but at the same time, like, because of the shock, I didn't feel all that power. I just felt her just grab me, and then I grabbed her, cause I'm like, wait a minute. And then, like, she was saying just quick words. She was mad. I don't think she cussed me out, though. Yeah.
It don't matter. She put her hands on
And then
you.
boom,
and
she
she
let me
tried
down.
to bully you. And then had that bitch a double team so you could feel worthless. Because, she knows you. Y'all been friends that turned into something behind my back. I ain't going to go there.
Yeah, that's true.
But I knew she wasn't shit. Anyways. Because nobody should put their hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Man, woman, boy, girl, I don't give a fuck. Keep your hands, feet, and them little sensational comments to your fucking self. So just believe if she got mad at you later on, you was getting jacked up. I don't need no bitch coming to fight my baby, because if my baby come home with any scratch or bruise on her face, it's a motherfucking problem. Okay?
Yeah.
because you don't fight. But she jacked you up, so a teacher caught it, right? Or like how did it go?
It was like then the girl the football player ex, she was like, I might not get my fade, but I'm gonna get my fade. Stuff like that.
So we know what that means, bitch. I might not get you. I might fight you today, but I'm gonna fight you later.
I'm like, yeah, basically something like that.
So let me ask you, where's the football player at? What is he doing? Because he know that y'all not even.
Right.
Is he a suck ass nigga? Did he even defend you or even try to?
I don't know.
Fuck him.
Who never knows?
Fuck him.
Yeah.
You know what I say?
Cut that bitch off.
And that's on what?
Harriet!
Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, yeah. But you know what it stems from, right? It's jealousy.
Yeah.
It's jealousy. You know why?
But I don't think, Mama, like, y'all be saying that, like, for
I
years.
swear.
Everything ain't gotta
Girl,
be about
it is jealousy. And you know what? I didn't believe it either until I got 30-something. And then I realized, because when you're on the outside looking in, like me, your parent, your peer, or your peers, we see a point of view that you don't see.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a point of view that everybody else don't see. But when I ask you about anybody that's ever picked on you, you've always had a few ups on them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we just talk about the little bald head, big mouth, crackhead ass bitch. Mm-hmm. Big mouth,
but like, I'm fine now. Like, I
mean,
look good.
But you know, I know you've been looking good the whole time, but it's just, we got to be real with ourselves. You cared about the girl. You're hurt.
Yeah,
you're
right.
confused. You're not even talking to this dude like that. Bitch, I don't even know you like that. Y'all don't even go together. Why are you coming for me?
But don't wait. But I mean, it was like me and it was like, all right. So me and his ex, like, we were friends. We were cool. I would say we were cool. I'm not gonna say like we were just like the best of best friends, but my ex and the ex, they were best friends. She got to see them. My ex got to see them more, especially because my ex.
So this girl, the football player girlfriend, knew about that drama too.
Yeah.
So everybody knew but you.
Exactly.
Everybody knew what
So
you.
nobody.
Fuck
yeah.
that shit. That's fake shit. They were looking for a target. Like I said, when you compare yourself to the situation, you're always on top. You're not bothering nobody. They ain't even together. He likes you. They're jealous of it. She's jealous of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then your ex, even though she done moved on, now she want to be physical with you. It's jealousy. I'm jealous that I don't have your attention no more, and there's a possibility that this guy could be so great. And then the ex-girl feeling like that too. But my baby the thing is, it's like, he should have stepped up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say he should have stepped up. He a hoe ass nigga too.
Yes.
Because you about to get into a fight over a nigga that don't even belong to you or her or him.
Literally,
He's for the streets, baby.
Heinous.
He's for the streets.
Been that.
Yeah, he's for the streets. Done moved on to the next. He probably think it's cute.
Yep.
But I would say it's an unfair situation. So I hope he hears this episode.
You ain't shit, and you never gonna amount to shit.
The thing is, you're not wrong.
Mm.
You're not wrong. You did nothing wrong. At one point in time, you were by yourself. You felt by yourself. You finally said something to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you were going to try to weigh this one out too. No.
That is true. I was.
You was going to try to wait this one out. No, baby. You got to let your mama kick in and step in. And what's so crazy is the school that she goes to, who she's having this bullying experience at, where she's having this bullying experience at, is the same school I went to in 1999, my middle school year. I got bullied for a year and a half. But when I got bullied, I snapped. I hit the bitch upside the head with them hard green lunch trays. I ain't never said nothing to nobody. She always was doing that passive stuff, saying shit around me. But my mama always said, don't fight on school grounds and don't hit them unless they hit you first. The thing is, there's still a lot of room for them to pick. She rides the bus. I walk. I'll never see her. Ever. And I want to fight it too, because I want to get it over with. I really do. I want to get it over with.
That's how it was for my fight. I
Yeah.
wanted to get it over with.
You want to get over
Because
it.
I didn't like. I know how it feels to like some bull go on, and then now like you're waiting.
Yeah, she said she gonna get her
For
ones.
some just to
Yeah,
happen, and you don't know. Like you feel prepared, but to an extent, you feel unprepared. You just feel, you basically feel unprepared. Like, you don't know when. She like, what's up? Like, you could be in like, you know what? I'm trying to have a good day. You got good things going. Okay, she like, oh, what's up? Then I'm like, oh, what's up? I'm not ready. But
No, my baby got ready, and she's not a fighter, y'all. It's so
I
crazy.
did get ready.
Yes, she
I
did.
took
She
it
did.
to heart.
She
I ain't
did.
even gonna
She
lie.
did because I told her. The thing is, okay, let's just say I was scared for my baby too because
I
I
didn't wanna
wanted,
go
I
out like
wanted
that.
to be. I didn't want you to either because I told her the thing is, if you don't fight, they're going to keep on picking on you. I don't want you to go through them 2 years, 3 years of bullying like I have, and obviously you have too. I want you to feel comfortable when you go to school, comfortable when you leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever see you with no black eyes or no none of that because you don't fight. And it's so unfair. And these people know this about you. They know that. So you were an easy target. But honey, you'll pick the right motherfucking kid and the right motherfucking mama.
I told you. I told you.
That little fight I got to get into at that school, I got sent to juvenile. Because I hit the bitch upside the head with the green lunch tray. Honey, and then after I bopped her, I hit her, smashed it. And then when they broke us up, oh, she was yelling that big dog shit like she normally do. Honey, y'all know what I was doing? I was standing there quiet with my hands, my arms crossed. And I didn't say nothing. I felt like my job was done. Yeah. I walked upstairs, took my little charge, honey, took me to juvenile and everything. Yeah, and they kicked me out of school. This time, I wanted them hoes to get kicked out of school because the thing is, most of these girls have a rap sheet already. So you're known for fighting girls. You're not finna fight mine.
But it was like, cause like I seen where they were coming from, and I seen where you were coming from. But I seen where they were coming from more, because you had evidence, but you didn't have it on one school grounds. It's school. It's really let's say it's school grounds.
Okay, school
if
grounds.
If it happens on school grounds, then they can do more. Anything outside of school grounds, they're not really gonna dig too much. They're not gonna do too much for. I don't think there's really anything there much they can do. And instead, just watch us up in the building. But
see, I feel like if the same two girls got suspended a week prior, and so what they did was, like she said, I'm not gonna get my tea today, but I'm gonna get it, or hits, or whatever the hell they say. They waited till that next week to try to jump my baby at the center, which is a local community center that's close to the school.
Say what?
It was weird how it came to the center though.
Girl,
that
honey,
was
that was God. Like you said, you were praying.
You said it is God. Praying. I prayed so many times before. Like I really thought I was gonna fight this girl, y'all. Like I really thought I was gonna get in the field. And like I was actually ready. I didn't go lie to you.
Girl, how did you get ready? Tell us how you got ready for it.
Man, the crowd seen it. I don't know why the crowd seen it, but really, man. So
I'm talking about prior.
Oh my god. Ready? Oh my gosh, training was everything.
She trained for this.
The day that I had got jacked up by my ex, and they was talking about some, you know.
And then they got suspended. And then
they got suspended and all that. And she said, you know, I might not get my fade right now, but I'm gonna get my fade. I kind of like I don't know. My body went into panic mode that whole week.
Yeah, they did. My baby was up, and I was so upset. I was so sad. I know you was. You called me at 2:00 in the morning.
It was like
asking for a stomach
I could not go to sleep.
She was restless, anxiety.
But it was like it wasn't like I was. It felt scary, but I wasn't scared. It was like I did feel in fear. I ain't even gonna lie. I felt scared. Cause I'm like, whoa, like I don't fight people. I don't do this. And I done seen this girl fight, and she boo 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 boo. She up in there, she too fast. I'm like, can I do that? Can I make sure I can go as fast as that, or at least strategize how to work around her speed? But I'm like, you know what? I had to just work. Just at least come up with new ideas how to I had my, little wrestler friend. She taught me a little move. Try to, if you want to stick and move it, put it on the floor and then start move. I'm like, okay. So I did practice that a little bit. I did get it. I think I got it.
We can practice, baby. We can practice, baby. You know, I was a wrestler in high school.
Yeah.
The only girl on the wrestling team, baby. I told her, honey, while she's swinging, aim for them hips or them legs. Just go in, power force, and drop that out. And then get on top of it. You got the advantage.
Yeah, but listen, I went around the house too, found a swimming cap. Something told me was like, I think.
What a swimming cap? Because you called me about a swimming cap. What was you going to use a swimming cap for? Girl,
to wrap my hair up. Girl, now girls like to fight in high school, they go straight for hair and swinging. You're not finna pull my hair. And at that time, I had twists. I ain't have time. Listen, I don't have time for my twist to be on the ground. I need my hair to be wrapped up. Need my hair to be safe, secure. And my friend did a pull test for me, and it worked. It didn't come off. But I had the do-rag on. Then I had the swimming cap.
We get off YouTube or just creative thinking?
Critical thinking. Critical thinking. Okay. Actually, that was very much critical thinking because I realized I was like, we done been swimming. I think I done seen a swimming cap before. And, oh my goodness.
Oh, Lord.
I had to put on the Vaseline. I brought out the Vaseline. I had to make sure my face was greased. Greased to
Had you
the
limit.
limit.
Your face.
Greased to the limit. It had to be greased.
Why are you gonna be greased? What's that gonna do?
Listen, because when you punch, it's gonna
slide off.
But then I'm still up in there. But listen. So she couldn't grab my hair. Cause listen, if I don't have no hair up in my face and I could just move and I can stick and move, I can throw quick shots, stick and move, boom, 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 boom. I could be up in there, kind of do like a full rotation. Then grab her by her shoulders and wham her, and then whop, whop, whop.
No,
whop,
go
whop,
for the knees
whop.
because she's probably taller than you.
She's not that taller than me, but like she's just like maybe a centimeter and a half.
Trying to do a WCW move.
Yeah, like we need her. Listen, she needs to get on this ground. We not doing no regular smegular. No, we gotta do the my song. Listen, the trick where listen.
Yeah,
I'm
funny.
sorry,
She's
y'all.
Hold on.
Bring the mic up. Listen. What you do?
Okay.
Stand up. The person in front of you, they kind of like run up like this. My mama can see the,
She got her arms up. They run up.
Run up like this. But then you gotta have
your. You're gonna act like you're gonna punch him, but you're gonna take your leg.
Yeah, but you're gonna take your your right leg and kind of, cause they're gonna have a stance like kind of.
Yeah, they're gonna be standing straight. So you got that. They're
gonna be standing straight, so they kind of run up. You gonna have to grab.
Got your fist up.
Put your right leg through their legs. Kind of grab them by their shoulders or grab them from the side. These points. What is this part right here?
Your hip.
Your hip. Grab them by the hip. Squeeze.
The pressure point.
I always, when my friends, they like grab. They
always.
They be like this. They move.
Yeah, it's a pressure
I grab
move.
them here and grab by their shoulder and flip them.
Man, you probably would have won that fight without girl.
And these parts, like, they hurt. Because I used to do
pressure
my ex
points.
like that. Like, she used to play too much. I used to poke her here. She used to move. And, like, I do that with a lot of people. And it works. So I'm like, oh, snap.
Okay.
So, like, that's a, yeah.
Well, you sound like you got to figure it out.
Anywho. I'm prepared for the next person who wants to try me.
No, you're not. Because ain't no fighting nothing coming out of you.
You're
Too
right.
motherfucking pretty. Too motherfucking pretty.
You right.
So, and it's crazy because, she been anticipating this fight all week because she's like, I know they're going to come back. I know they're going to mess with me.
It's going to be messy.
I'm asking her every day, did they say something to you when they came back from suspension? Did they look at you a certain way? Like, because I need to know. Because I need to know if I need to pull up or I need to be aware, like, where you are because I'm finna pull up. Absolutely fucking seriously. But see, I could see you being nervous. I could see you being scared because at the end of the day, you don't know if you're gonna fight one bitch or five. And it's like that jumping shit, that's whack. That bullying, jumping, if y'all was to really, because, well, let's tell them the rest of what happened. So basically, eventually, spring break, which was that next week, had a half a day.
Yeah, it was a Friday. Eventually that came, and I kind of, well, no, I had came to school late because I'm like, it's a half day, I was taking my time, get ready.
I told her to stay home. It's a half day. Why you want to go to school? She was like, I still want to go to school and see my friends. I'm see like that's a brave motherfucking girl, honey. She know that them girl could be there, but she still
You want to know something I did? Because I'm like, you know what, y'all not finna scare me.
Yeah, you gonna walk in there.
I want to go to school, and really, my whole intention was on that Friday to go. Like, I planned for Monday I was gonna go to the center because of course my auntie, I was gonna see if I can slide up in there.
So her auntie works at the center that the kids frequent, where they go, the same place. You got to give the story because people don't know your auntie and
That's
stuff.
That's true.
So the day of the fight, she called me. She's just like, 'cause she was already planning to go to her auntie's. The community center I was telling you about, it's right around the corner from the school. So she can walk there. And she does. She had plenty of times. And she wanted to get a job anyways. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to go over there. And I know my sister would have brought her home, which is cool. So she don't have to wait on the bus. But in the transition from the school to, which you went to the library, then the center, which they're all like going that way.
But so basically, yeah, after school, it was like that day I had came into my first period and I had seen her. She was smiling hard and stuff.
Who was she? The boyfriend?
No, my bad.
Football
the football player
Okay.
ex. Yeah, and she was smiling at me. As soon as I walked, she was smiling hard. And then, I give my teacher my note and I sit down and then she get up and she try to throw something away. And she look at me, start smiling and stuff. So I'm like, okay. And
that's bullying.
Then from
right the fuck there.
Oh my
That's
God.
passive. That's bullying. Okay.
But cause when I was trying to tell the administrators, when I was writing my statement, she didn't say anything. They was like, she didn't say anything to you. There's passive use, you can see it, you can feel it. It doesn't have to be with words.
Yeah. I look at it, she like, bitch, I told you I'm gonna get you
today.
today.
Yeah, I'm ready. She was like, oh yeah, baby, I'm finna
know.
eat you up. She looked like she was, oh yeah, I'm finna eat you up. I'm like, oh. Jesus.
Okay, so what happened?
So then.
School's over.
No, I go to my next period.
Okay.
Listen, it's a whole.
Okay, go ahead.
But then my next period class I go to, and one of my friends, she tells me, we were just talking, what are y'all gonna do for spring break? And I was like, well, this Friday, I'm finna go to, no, actually, it was Friday, and we was like, what are you doing today after school? That's what it was. What are you doing today after school? I remember I got permission from you. I could stay at the center. I was like, oh, yeah, we lit. I'm straight. So then I was like, I'm going to the center. And then she was like, I think the ex going to the center. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, oh, man. So then, yeah, she was like, I think they're going to be there, too. I think the ex is going to be there. And, let's mind you, my ex didn't come to school on the half day. Keep that in mind. My ex did not come to school on the half day. Keep that in mind. So then, fast forward, getting ready. I'm in PE, and I'm putting on, because I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if she's going to run up, and when we at the building, when I make it to the front of the building, I don't know what's going to happen. So I already put my do-rag on, my swim cap on, and my hoodie on. I got my stuff ready. But my friend, she was like, just walk to the library. Because originally, I don't want to fight her, because I didn't feel prepared. I don't know. I was like, I didn't know what to expect. I don't know. So I'm like, really, I'm just ready for whatever. I prepare for it. If she's ready to fight, she finds me and she got me, what's up? If she don't got me, then, hey, baby, you don't got me. I'm safe. Covered by the blood. In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
But I went to the library, and then I started to see, and she changed her hair. The girl, the ex, she had put her hair up in some cornrows, because I think she was trying to, I don't know. But anyways, so fast forward, we get to the library, and then I start to get nervous, because I start to see the girls age jumping from car to car, and then she told one of my homeboys, she was like, I'm headed to the center. Stay right where you at.
They
Thinking we're
knew
already at
that
the
you
top.
was going to the center because they asked you what you was doing for spring break. So they basically, or told you where you going today. They basically kind of,
Yeah, and
they
then,
planned
and
that.
then
They all
told
planned
her,
that.
and then was
Yeah,
like, go to
I
the center.
know.
This, and I'm like,
I know.
what? Because it's like I was going like, and then it irked me because the administrators, when they was asking for my statement, it was like one of the administrators, he was talking about some. Oh, I was planning on going to the
The
center.
center,
Like,
so she's the aggressor. I said,
right, I was
okay,
like,
1 against
like
7,
trying to
8
fight her. I
ghetto
was
hoes.
like no, like that was. I've been playing this. Like this was already planned. I
She's
was already
planning
going to this.
self-defense. They just got suspended for rolling up on her the week before, and now that they're trying to find where she is to gang her. And y'all try to say, oh, she should have went home. No, she should have went home because if she wasn't going to the center, then she would have been home and she would have been on their bus stop and they could have caught her by herself. Regardless, they already said
Oh,
it's
snap.
already
If I
planned.
did, if you think about it, I mean, you never know. Like, it could have been a strong possibility if I did go home. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go home. They went to go, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and spill it. They went to go get my ex to bring her because it was my ex, the football player ex girlfriend, and then my ex is girlfriend now, and they went to go get my ex. So even if we passed by, it could have been a possibility of they could have seen me.
Them
But
hoes would have snuck you by yourself, but you just so happened to go to the center to speed this up, girl. We already at an hour.
yeah, you right.
We're doing good. Get your story out. Fuck them hoes. It's my show. If you don't want to listen, yeah, honey, cut this motherfucker off.
I'm dead.
Okay, so let's.
But other than that, then
So you got nervous. You was at
got
the
nervous.
library.
I called my mom and I was like, "Mama, I think I'm finna fight this girl. Like I'm ready. Like
She called me. She said, Mama, and I'm just now walking into a hair appointment I'm already late for. I'm thinking my hairdresser's finna be mad at me. I'm not expecting this call. She called. She said, Mama, we about to fight. I was like, where are you? Where are you going? Are you going to the center? She's like, yes. I said, let me call your auntie, which is my sister, who is the supervisor, like the under the assistant person over the community center. She works there. My little sister, her auntie. So I told her auntie, I hung up. I said, okay, because I knew it was time. I hated because I wanted to be there. But then I called my sister because she was closer. I knew her job was 5 minutes away from where my daughter was. I called. I said, sis, Kamora's about to get in the fight. Go find her right now. She said, where is she?
The way she pulled up, she did vroom vroom.
Yeah, but
in
then
that charger.
between that time of the phone call, Mom, we're about to fight, and me calling her to say, go get your niece, she was there within, I think the conversation within 10 minutes. She was 2 minutes.
Not even 2. Like
2 seconds.
literally.
Yeah.
But it was really like, if you counted it, that's 2 minutes in like real time. It felt like nothing. I walked outside. I turned around. I'm like, oh, I hate TT. She already outside. I'm like, oh well. Yep. So then fast forward, make it to the
Takes
center.
you back to
Yeah.
the center.
She takes me back to the center. I get my TT the rundown of like everything of what's happening. This and that. And then she was like, well, we're finna sit here because you're not finna fight. But we're finna sit here and we're finna wait for them so I know like what they look like so I can be aware of the next time. Like they come or just anything so I know if it's any problems, I know, be like, oh, okay, I seen her the last time I seen her before. So we drive around the center and we didn't see him. Like we drove around like a couple times and we didn't see him. And then my auntie, she seen the little kids coming because of course it was a half day. So not just us, we was getting out at a half day, but it was elementary school, middle school, everybody getting out. So little kids was coming to the center. TT was like, okay, well, you gonna have to go sit in my office because the little kids coming in. Just chill up in my office. You'll be okay. Cool. Not even 5 minutes later, I see the girl. I see everybody. Now there was a crowd that was at the library. There was a crowd that came with me. They was like, oh, you finna get ready to fight. What's her name? This and that. Like, more, calm down. This and that. Like, it was just, I don't know. They were just there for, I guess, to feed my
Get you together.
My
Give you some
adrenaline to feed
motivation.
my
You finna
adrenaline.
fight,
They
fuck
fed
them
it.
hoes.
I'm telling you, the adrenaline was there. I punched somebody. You know, my fist was bleeding by then.
Girl, yeah, honey, the school done followed you from the school to the
To
library
the center.
to the center
All them
because
kids
kids
in the
want
library
to see a good fight.
Oh, they was so
They want to
ready.
see a good fight.
Yeah.
Shout out to your friends who on your way.
Yep, who helped me out? You know, who gave me the shoes? What's the name? Who held my stuff when I needed it? Like,
So what they say here? Let me take your stuff. Like, how did that go?
it was like, yeah, like, and then I know one of them was like, "You gonna wear Crocs?" And I was like, "Well, man, I ain't got nothing else." She's like, "Okay, switch with me." And then I know where you live, so I switch back.
Switch
I'm
you
like,
what? Shoes?
Mm-hmm.
That was nice.
That was nice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. It was a firm grip on that ground. I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have been ready. But, you know, so then 95 minutes later, I seen my ex, the football player's ex, and then my ex now's girlfriend. They all pop up. And then the football player's best friend pops up. The football player's ex best friend pops up. Yes.
It's a few of them coming for you.
Yeah, it's 4 of them. And
Yeah.
then it starts to merge and other girls start to come outside and kind of add with them. So it made it look like it was
A
more.
big crowd.
Yeah. And then they was looking for me. I was in the building. I'm like, ooh, like, okay, period. So then my TT, she went outside and stuff. And she's like, if y'all looking for a fight, you know, y'all need to go ahead and dip. Go ahead and leave. They was ready for that fight.
They was ready. And they thought that you were alone. They thought that they were going to meet you at the center and beat your ass and all this. But, honey, you were covered. You were alone, but you weren't alone.
Yeah.
Because my sister, she let me know when all this before it went down, she alerted the staff. The staff was ready. Police presence, since it is a metro a park. So she got extra backup. But they also know they can get banned from this place. Touch my baby and my sister's a supervisor over the whole community center. Bitch, you going to jail too. Yeah, you're going to jail too. And because this is so personal to me, because I had the experience at the same school, because it's so personal to me, now y'all hoes deserve to be kicked out of school because this is your 4th, 5th, and 6th occurrence of trying to fight somebody. I know you're already on your last leg, but what they did was...
It was more, but like they don't just get suspended for like fights. They're known for fighting outside of school. I know a couple incidents up at school, but other than that, they don't go to class. They be skipping. They be, I guess,
doing everything that they shouldn't be doing while you over here trying to get a good education.
Yeah.
Grades. Yeah, you doing better now. But them grades was slipping at first because you were so anxious. You couldn't even do your work. Honey, when I tell you, I was like, I wanted to be there so bad. But I'm so glad my sister was in position and right around the corner. And God made it so I was busy. Because I'm anticipating this too. Y'all, I am a professional. I work hard for my motherfucking credentials. But if I were to witness some girls coming to attack my daughter, and all these people know, I don't know. I think I would have blanked out. Y'all, I would have been barefoot in that motherfucking parking lot. Honey, I would have been explaining to the nursing board of education. And I'm a whole psych nurse practitioner. How I was about to lose my license that day if I would have been there. And so I look at it as a blessing. It worked out. However, because I couldn't be there and they didn't protect my baby, I'm like, honey, they're going to be back to school. You know, I always thought that when you come out of school grounds, you're not really home until you get where you're going. Well, the fact is they got a history of bullying her from the week before. They got suspended. And now they're trying to attack her off grounds. And you try to make my baby look like she was willing and she was an aggressor because I told her, you're going to have to fight because if not, they're going to bully you. But I didn't think there was going to be a whole bunch of them. But watch my baby been out there. If a motherfucking hand would have been laid on her, God knows I would have lost my fucking mind. So I sent all the, I couldn't get a hold to nobody at the school. I called straight up to the school. I left 6 voicemails. One for the dean, one for the principal, one for the executive principal, one for the guidance counselor. I did. And then I sent them all motherfucking emails because I want it on black and white. And I want to know what the fuck y'all finna do. My baby's scared to go to school. She don't, you know what I'm saying? Her grades has been slipping.
Ain't nobody scared to go to school. I ain't never scared
I
to go to school.
mean,
I'm an OG.
I know you're
Eat 'em
OG.
up.
You good. But, you know,
I was anxious.
I had made a Facebook post that got over 10,000 views over this situation. With people saying, honey, I got little cousins, honey, like, just like Key. I haven't talked to my cousin Touche. Shout out Touche. In a while, but she called me and was like, Kiani, where we need to be at on Monday. Cause you know, you got your little cousin, your little baby cousin, you got one of them like to fight for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, when I tell you, and she was so serious, but I was like, cuz we got it. But it's good to know because y'all hoes really want to jump stupid. You want to bully somebody, try this,
But I don't want to keep saying jump because jump, I say.
baby, it would have been jumped. You wasn't jumped, so you don't know from that point of view. But if you would have come on, I would have lost my motherfucking man.
You're right.
And so we're bringing, because they want to fight. They talking about, oh, I want to fight, and then so I made a big noise about it. And so the parents of the kids, I guess they seen that Facebook 10,000 view post circulating, so they knew what was going on. And I said, I'm filing to the largest intent, or however you say, I am prosecuting everybody. I'm finna make an example out of y'all. I'm finna make it because y'all got kids kill themselves because they're scared to go to school. I'm a mental health professional. I'm finna push that black and white, and I want all y'all little hoes to go down. Yeah. But then they ended up later on afterwards. After it was said and done, there wasn't a fight, honey. They took their asses home. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh no, she still got her once with somebody on spring break.
Then the little hoe got to fight with somebody else. That's what I'm saying. But this one right here, we're not gonna do it. And if you a motherfucking mama and you still listening right now to this episode, honey, you into it, honey. Put a motherfucking blue heart down in the comments. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, download, and all this stuff too, because we got to talk about this, and so also it's just, this is to teach parents, if your kids is really going through something, listen to them, because this is a new day and age. They not built like us. This is a whole different situation, and it's like, we need to be there for these kids, honey. When I tell you, so they don't even, so I remember you said you got a text from one of them saying, I can't believe you trying to, what'd she say?
Trying to get me expelled.
Expelled from school.
We wasn't trying to fight you. We was trying to go home. It's not that.
Say that again with your chest, because I want the mic to hear what they say.
Mama, you heard me. They heard me.
Don't yell at my damn mic, girl.
My bad, Mama. My bad.
So I want you to say it louder for the people in the back. What they say after all of that shit talking.
They was like, oh, you trying to get me expelled, yada, yada, yada. They was talking about some... What else they say?
They weren't trying to what?
They wasn't trying to fight me. They wasn't trying to jump or anything like that.
Yeah, make them bitches shut the fuck up and sit on down. You gonna feel me. Now you wasn't trying to. Well, what the fuck was it? Were we gonna play patty cake? Okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
She said patty cake.
Yeah, bitch, what we finna do? Just jump around and argue? No, honey, we ain't boo-boo the motherfucking fool. It's cool. I'm not mad. I'm mad because, I'm not saying I'm not mad, but I was upset that I didn't get what I wanted. They would have had to put their hands on you and hurt you just to get them kicked out. No, we're gonna let them hang their own self. But I would say this: do they fuck with you anymore?
Nope.
Okay then. So, honey, I rang the alarm.
But it makes no difference. It makes a difference, but it doesn't make a difference.
What do you mean?
Even before the whole situation, it feels the same. Like, me and my ex already weren't talking.
But you don't feel like you're in defense mode. You don't feel like you're on defense mode. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about the extra shit. Y'all keep the extra shit. Yeah. As long as you can go to school now, you can walk to class now, you can walk by her desk now and look at her too.
I was doing that.
I know you
before.
was, because I taught you how to do that. I don't care how nervous you are, none of that. You don't let them see your weakness, even though you might be dying inside. Period. Yeah. So, we're gonna kind of close this thing down. We done got to an hour and 18 minutes.
Yes, we did.
We have, but it got good though.
It did get good.
And I appreciate you. Like, thank you for being vulnerable.
Thank you for opening up.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on this platform to do this for me. I'm glad we didn't post the other episode, the original, because them hoes was going to be, honey, they were going to be trying to find me and fight me.
Yeah.
But it's all good. So, if you could make a wide school, worldwide, I don't know, we might start an anti-bullying campaign. But if you could say something to the kids out there about dealing with bullying, because afterwards I would think that you would, it'll hurt your feelings, hurt your self-esteem, all that. How did you bounce back? Because we're like regular now. We weren't regular, honey. I was stressed like she was. She was nervous. I was nervous. I thought that I was fighting. But now that we're out of fight or flight mode, what's some ways that you dealt with this afterwards to get out of fight or flight mode?
I mean, you really just gotta let stuff calm down. To get out of fight or flight mode, yeah, you really just gotta let stuff. You just gotta let it calm down. Like, you just gotta let your brain turn off. It might take a minute, yes. Sometimes it took a minute for me, but you really just gotta cool off, and you just gotta realize nobody. I don't know. In certain situations, nobody's coming to save you. So at the end of the day, like, in certain bullying, yes, you could be, I wouldn't say saved, but it gets better.
You were saved.
After a while. I mean,
but you were actually praying for it to actually not happen. And I'm like, fuck that shit.
No, I was praying for me to
win. Okay. Stop yelling. You gonna make my shit peak.
I'm sorry, but like, that's how
mop the hell. I know. And
I was praying to mop, but God, because I was to a point I was ready to fight, because she fighting over a dude that's just everybody's. I'm fine because I heard some extra stuff come behind it. So now I'm fighting for my respect, and I'm fighting for, what's that? I think it was 3 years. Yeah, 3 years of my life of trauma. Yes.
When the bitch already had a bitch.
So I was ready. I was boom, 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 pop, 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 pop. Gotta get.
You're gonna have to keep on practicing, keep on training. One day you might need it. But as of right now, you can take your motherfucking gloves off, wipe the motherfucking Vaseline off your face, take your fucking swimming cap off.
But it definitely. Hey, listen, if you guys ever get into a fight, if you ever really need to get into the field, the do-rag and swim cap combo is the one
with the
for
Vaseline.
You. With the Vaseline. But sometimes you don't even need the Vaseline. If you just got if you ain't got no Vaseline and you just out here just
use some hair grease.
Just dry. You could use some hair grease. That is true. That is true. That is true. Oh yeah, use some hair grease.
The green kind.
Yeah.
That period.
Blue Magic.
Yeah. But hopefully you don't have to.
Hopefully you don't have to. But yeah, do-rag and then swim cap combo, you should be straight. Make sure somebody does the pull test. If it comes off, you're not safe. If it comes off, you're not safe. If it stays on, you're safe. And you're going to be up in there. Make sure, keep your head up, keep your feet on the ground, and come from the shoulders.
Keep your face protected. And we are ending this motherfucking show. All right, y'all. You want to say something before you go? Anything else?
Y'all, to all my people out there who's ever been bullied and who's done came through it, I'm proud of y'all. Because at the end of the day, bullying is in so many forms. And it's like, when you get older and you realize, like, wow, like, that really happened to me. I didn't think that was bullying. Because some stuff you don't realize is bullying till you get older. But passive, yeah. So I'm proud of you, because it sucks and it's hard. And I know you're an awesome person now, because if we didn't go through that, we wouldn't be the person we are today.
And if your mama and you don't tell people about this, because we can't help you if you don't tell us. Yeah. I know you think, I can't tell my mom because you're going to act a fool. You're going to go up there and some
or
rollers
you think you can handle it on your own. If you need help,
you better call somebody. You better call us, because these kids is fucking crazy. You need honey. I'm ready. You're welcome. Come on. What I say in my rap?
Yeah.
But you, I accept your offer. She ain't a fighter, but I got her back. You don't never know what people you have until it's time to need people, and sometimes you can't think of people to have. So tonight, write down 10 people. Okay, if you don't have 10, 7.
I can write down.
This is a project for everybody listening
I'm gonna do it.
that don't really understand who is 7 people that you can call that you know. You probably don't think about them a lot, but 7 people you can call.
That is actually very smart.
Because when you
Very
in the
helpful.
stress of you think that nobody's listening, nobody's there. No, you didn't open up your mouth. Open up your mouth.
Tell
Let your
somebody.
parent do something. If they don't do something, send me an email. Send me a motherfucking email. I'll contact the respective authorities. I don't do bullying. Fuck it. I just don't. So I don't. This is an anti-bullying campaign. If they ain't gonna listen to you, send me a message. Send me an email. Fuck it. I'll show up. And that song, what?
Harriet!
All right, y'all. Peace.